Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives Today Update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Sister Wives, Meri Brown shows off how bad Kody was. Over the course of season 19, Sister Wives actress Meri Brown has increasingly discovered her voice. She tends to reveal more details about her connections with Robin, Christine, Janelle, and Kody Brown with every episode. She has exposed the terrible treatment she endured from her ex-husband, Kody, during their marriage. Some people scream when they see Meri Brown. Meri Brown had quilters everywhere scream in the most recent Sister Wives episode when she disassembled a stunning quilt she had created for her and Kody's 10th anniversary. He wanted his back after the divorce, even though she had been careful to wear t-shirts from her and Kody's collection over the years. The return wasn't easy, even though she wasn't sure she wanted to keep his belongings. Instead, in order to return the already cut shirts to him, she and Jen had to take them out of the artwork. Despite her belief that Kody's request is absurd, Jen reassures Meri that she is there for her. Meri casually states that she doesn't need his belongings, and that it is his choice to give them to his wife. Examining t-shirts from their honeymoon and appearance on The Price is Right definitely took Meri on a trip down memory lane. However, she revealed how badly Kody treated her by spilling tea on her marriage while she was hard at work dismantling it. Following that, Meri Brown confided in Jen about things that bothered him, saying, "One time he told me, this was right after he moved to Vegas. He said, 'You have been really horrible to me for 20 years, she continues. Therefore, you will need to wait for me to mend our friendship for at least that long.' She goes on to say that he stated, 'Listen, you've been difficult to live with. You have been cruel. I will now treat you in this manner, and you will simply have to put up with it for the next 20 years. Kody claimed in a confessional that he was simply so angry that he told the truth. When they were married, he confessed that he thought Meri took over his life on a certain level. Similarly, he was merely giving her a roadmap to help her figure out what was upsetting him in the marriage. Nevertheless, Meri dismisses it, claiming that she wasn't perfect in the marriage and that when he's angry, nasty things just come out of his mouth. But he thought," Kody added. "This is where we ought to have gotten a divorce, so we should have done so. However, I didn't think divorce was possible." Rather, he listened to Robin and continued to hold Meri accountable for years. One Sister Wives fan on Reddit highlights how awful Meri Brown's account of Kody's treatment of her during their marriage is. Meri reveals how awful Kody really was, they remark at the beginning. They continue by saying, chopping up their memory patchwork. "You have been utterly awful to me for 20 years, so you are going to have to wait at least that long for me to fix my relationship with you," Meri stated. Kody remarked. Meri claims that he told her that she was cruel to her sister spouses, and she is pitiful for still being their mole, best friend, and ATM. "This is terrible. SMH, Kody is completely rotten." A Sister Wives fan shared their opinions about what Meri Brown did for Kody on another Reddit. "I don't like Kody, but as a quilter, the pain is unbearable. LOL. However, there were various opinions on TikTok as well. The user at Syntax talks about the scene and the amount of time needed to create a piece similar to what Meri did for their 10th anniversary on TikTok. He is delusional, in her opinion. He could not allow Meri to get credit for doing anything positive for him or else it would put a dent in his victimhood, writes another TikToker. With each episode, he becomes worse and worse. As if he were reading the manual for narcissists. As another person notes, he's frighteningly fixated on Robin. It transcends love and resembles an unhealthy addiction. He will lose it the day she leaves him for a younger man. Furthermore, one TikToker disputes Kody's assertions, saying, "Meri took everything?" However, Coyote Pass would not agree. After witnessing Kody urge Meri to tear his t-shirts out of the quilt, another TikToker, at Broken Botrovelkabins, remarks in a video that they are having a nervous breakdown. A viewer then remarks, "JMO, but she consistently demonstrates that she will stop at nothing to help him. I have no doubt that she would go if he wanted her back." Indeed. Meri is blind to his manipulation of her. It enrages me. I am aware that scene was insane. I am aware that Jen was like, really? Flushed face. Regarding what Meri Brown claimed Kody told her, what are your thoughts? Can you imagine that in retaliation, he expected her to put up with 20 years of mistreatment? Are you eager to watch more Sister Wives this season? Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. Is Christine Brown's Utah move from Sister Wives a serious error? Christine Brown believed it would be better to return to Utah after leaving Kody. There, she and her new husband, David Woolley, established themselves and appear to be very content. However, is there a chance that her decision to return to Utah could backfire? Some Sister Wives viewers believe Christine might do better in a different region of the nation. See what other people have to say by reading on. One viewer believes that Christine Brown erred by relocating to Utah. Christine Brown Woolley and her husband David are currently living their finest lives in Utah. But did the reality star make the correct decision? On the Sister Wives forums, a Redditor posted about Christine and her future with OG kids. Alright, listen to me, family. I wanted to talk about Paydon and Michael T's defection to North Carolina. Christine seemed to have wounded herself in some way. The original poster went on to say, she became very enamored with her redemption arc and unnecessarily rushed this relationship with David. She was obviously unable to predict Garrison's terrible catastrophe. But now, every grandchild resides in North Carolina. Her only biological son also does. Naturally, the mother who is focusing more on her family and ties with all of the original children is Janelle, who is portrayed as a supporting role on the show this season. The OP continued by stating that they are happy that Christine and David were able to find love. However, he probably won't be willing to travel to North Carolina for vacations, because he has a large family of his own in Utah. Additionally, the most of the original Brown family children likely just want to concentrate on their own lives and relationships with one another following Garrison's untimely death. My point is that I think Janelle, who seems to be devoted to all of the children and grandchildren and doesn't seem to care about her Prince Charming, might end up becoming the matriarch of the original family, they said. Viewers of Sister Wives share their personal views. Analyzing this situation is difficult. While some Redditors believed they were reading too much into it, others believed the original poster was right on the money. Other viewers wrote, could it be that the children who have children simply like to be near their siblings who have children? They all acknowledge how much they enjoyed growing up in a large family, so perhaps they are attempting to replicate it for their own children in a healthy way. Christine travels to North Carolina frequently and will continue to do so. Her 3 biological daughters live nearby, and the Las Vegas kids frequently visit, and if at all possible, the kids with children will also come visit. Aside from your final statement, I agree with everything. Since she and the most of those adult children reside in North Carolina, Janelle will only be the matriarch by default. But as soon as Christine walks into town, I believe everything will work itself out. I think Christine is much more maternal. What are your thoughts on the matter? Will Christine eventually lose her position as the head of the household? Post your own thoughts in the space provided below. Watch the latest Sister Wives show on TLC this Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. For additional news and updates about the Brown family, be sure to follow TV shows Ace. Drama on Sister Wives, Robyn Brown's post-ATV crash conversation with Kody Brown as an effort to repair her image. On the Sister Wives episode that aired on January 5th, Robyn Brown was involved in an ATV accident. However, she and Kody Brown fought over their polygamous family for the whole of the show rather than going home to heal from her wounds. Was this an effort by Robyn and Kody to restore his favorite wife's public image? In Sister Wives Season 19, Episode 16, Kody and Robyn Brown made their debut on the family's Coyote Pass property while riding ATVs. Robyn was flung from her four-wheeler after colliding with a number of boulders. Rather than asking for assistance while she lay still, Kody took off her helmet and helped her stand up. Robyn said she was sore after hitting her head. But instead of riding carefully home to care for her wounds, the pair started what seemed to be a prearranged conversation about their monogamous existence. Robin pretended to be unaware of the reasons behind Kody's inability to mend his ties with Meri and Janelle. Robin was reminded by Kody that Meri and Janelle had both expressed a desire to lead their spiritual partnerships. Additionally, he pretended to be innocent by claiming that it was Christine, Meri, and Janelle who had changed, not him. Ironically, Robin was the one who accused Kody of altering history, even though they had both done so in previous seasons. But Robin didn't want to be blamed for the family's demise, so she blamed Kody for it in order to protect her reputation. Robin Brown's assertion that Meri, Janelle, and Christine Brown prioritized their older children before their spouse was one of the most vexing parts of this heavily staged event. Compared to Kody Brown, she said they had changed and wanted to spend more time with their children. As a mother, Robin ought to have seen that Meri, Christine, and Janelle valued their kids' welfare. Particularly considering that, unlike Robin's children, their father was never a major influence in their life. Outside of the core family is how she described the first 13 children. Robin did not, however, clarify her meaning in that comment. Because Robin and her kids weren't part of the original core family, Kody placed himself on the periphery of his kids' life. In contrast to the 3 other women who were accustomed to Kody's inaccessibility most days and nights, and didn't place as many expectations on him, he concentrated on developing and sustaining a relationship with them because Robin probably needed him to. Given that the show will discuss Garrison Brown's passing later this season, Robin's statement is furious. Prior to his death, Kody had become estranged from the most of his adult children, including Garrison, as a result of his incapacity to keep positive ties with them. Viewers of Sister Wives were quite outspoken regarding the specifics of this exchange between Robin Brown and Kody. On Reddit, they expressed their opinions. Before they were married, Robin was aware that he had divorced the other 3 spouses. That was the purpose of the secret pact. She already knew he didn't love the OG 3, so if he stopped loving her, he would leave. One observer concluded, the issue is that they are both manipulators and liars who are incapable of accepting responsibility and who no longer even trust one another. I speak Kody, let me translate, a second Redditor commented. Kody, the wife is to blame if we aren't getting along. To fit me, they must be altered. The success of our marriage is unaffected by my actions. Robin's refusal to answer Kody's question about her well-being when she was perfectly fine reflects her personality. She is a martyr. According to a third Sister Wives admirer, I love being a victim. Kody Brown remembers his devastating college romance with the woman he divorced. Looking back on his love past, Kody Brown also talked about Robin pushing him to make things work in his failed marriages to Meri, Janelle, and Christine and other places on Sister Wives. On this week's Sister Wives episode, the 55-year-old patriarch of the Brown family pondered on the breakdown of his marriages to Janelle, Meri, and Christine after going on an exciting, and nearly dangerous, four-wheeler date with his surviving wife Robin. Kody thought of a love liaison he had prior to becoming polygamous at that time of introspection. Are you curious about the most bizarre thing? Kody told the cameras, I had a lover in college, and it was a little tryst. My faith made me a mischievous boy. In college, I was in a relationship that caused me to lose my virginity. Kody acknowledged the experience, saying, it was devastating to me. His words, it was heartbreaking, went on. That was everything in the church I was in, where purity is paramount. You seem to be putting forth a lot of effort to earn it. It was devastating, but nobody knew except for Meri and Robin, he said. It was really because I don't believe I ever got intimate enough with Christine and Janelle to tell them. Kody openly discussed his now-dissolved relationships with Robin, 46, in other parts of the broadcast. In 2021, Christine, his third wife, left the family's polygamous arrangement first, followed months later by Janelle, 55, and Meri, 53.